Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
I tried to fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey everybody, welcome to King of the Hill Rewatch Podcast. And I want to emphasize the word rewatch.
Rewatch podcast. Apparently
Right.
there is.
Hang on, I'm Mike. You're Rusty.
Yeah, you're Mike.
All right.
I'm Rusty.
Now, we want to emphasize the rewatch part.
Yeah, we want to emphasize that. So today's episode, guys, is coming to you, brought to you by The Letter. No, I'm just kidding. So we're coming to you live from a studio.
Live taped from a studio.
Yeah, so we decided that we were going to run through some reviews and some, just chatter that we had found on the internet about our podcast.
Sure.
So most of you that have been with us since the beginning know that we have grown literally from just nothing to now, multiples of thousands of people listening to us. So in that, you call it narcissistic if you want, but I sometimes Google and search and scroll through Reddit and scroll through things.
Well, it's not like you're looking up your own name.
No, I'm not looking up our name. I'm just looking up the podcast. Well, the reason why I look it up is because I want to see its reach. I want to see what, if there is a conversation being had about it, it's a topic of discussion. I think that somebody's actually just a dude that lives in a trailer in Texas and people are, listening to my podcast for whatever the hell reason.
So you've got one that was on Reddit a little while back.
It was like 3 months ago. So if you remember 3 months ago, there was that episode where they kind of did the magician stuff and Hank was frustrated because he couldn't figure out the magic trick, whatever. And how it was parodying at the time, there was a lot of that masked magician stuff going on.
Yeah.
So in it, one guy posts, Dimsy Evans 92 posts, original poster. You listen to the Bois podcast? ? They just did this episode this week, and I had no idea about the reference until they brought it up. So,
and what reference is he talking about?
He's talking about referring to the masked magician. He had he didn't correlate the two or relate them together. Well, there was a guy underneath him, Hobo_Delta. Hobo_Delta said,
not to be confused with Hobo Delta.
Not to be confused with Hobo_Delta.
Sure.
He says, did they also spend 10 minutes talking about how clean their balls are? It feels like they just read the episode line for line and repeat each other's jokes. Sometimes I'm not that funny, and Mike is, so I have to repeat his joke.
Oh, it's both of us.
To try to be funny, and I'm really not good at being funny, obviously, because this guy he doesn't like that.
I don't know that guy is the arbiter of funny. I don't know that he's.
I don't know a name like Hobo Delta.
Yeah.
There is a high population of veterans that are homeless. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a high population of veterans that are homeless due to the state of the veteran affairs. But Hobo Delta, he could be a homeless veteran.
He could. Yeah, sure.
So, so we did have a affiliate link for a little while with a ball washing service. Well, not a service.
It wasn't a service.
Sorry, it wasn't a ball. It wasn't a car wash. Yeah, like a car wash for your balls. You just kind of it's like a conveyor belt with
bend over
brushes and stuff, and you just walk through it, and it just guides you through it. No, So we had a little affiliate with that. So I guess he thought that was he didn't like that we talked about cleaning our balls.
I don't know.
My balls are very clean for those of you that want to know, and for those of you that don't want to know.
Mine are semi-clean. I don't know how people think these things get paid for.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
yeah, I don't know either.
And Reddit is not a great place to judge our success or non-success from.
No, it's not.
Because
I don't have the data. I wanted it.
Yeah.
I should have generated this data before I got here and did it last night because it takes a while to process. But we chart internationally. There's definitely, we're not like top 10 or 15 in any of these countries, but we're in the top 100 at least in some.
It's like saying, you know, my kid's really acting up. I better go to 4chan and get some information on how to raise them. You know, I mean, that's not. It's just not something you do.
Well, we're not the top 100 podcasts, but we're the top 100 in our category in some countries.
Absolutely.
So the TV review category, we definitely chart in some countries here. So that's pretty cool.
I want to take a second to say thank you again to the people who listen, because without you guys, we wouldn't still be doing this thing.
And even the people that like have shit to say that's not worth the damn. You know,
we'll take good or bad.
I still like it. I like all that.
We
I
take
like
the good. We take the bad. We take them both, and there we have.
So so right now, as of 5/20/2023 in Chile, we're number 22 in the TV review category.
Go Chile.
So being number 22 in the Chile. So if you were in Chile right now and you go to Apple Podcasts, you'll see us in the top 22. That's higher than 50.
Does it say,
believe it or not,
that it is higher than 50?
Yeah.
Does it say what the number one is in Chile?
I would have to look that up, but no, it doesn't say it.
Okay.
Let's see. I could look
I would
it
like
up.
to know that. I'm going to go on to mine real quick since we
go
served
ahead.
Hobo Delta real quick. So I got an email. This was first week of May. Got it from someone named Nora James. Nora, if you're listening, thank you very much for writing us. I wrote you back. It says, Dear Mike and Rusty, I'm a huge King of the Hill fan, as this series has been my livelihood as a child to adulthood, and it's great looking forward to your reviews each Monday, minus the ads in the beginning, middle, and end, which I state out of honesty in that I'm not sucking up. Okay, again, sorry about the ads.
We got to pay for the show somehow.
Yeah.
Because just think about this. We don't get paid to do this.
Right.
This is a love thing, but other people got to get paid behind the scenes.
Well,
so
we've got an entire
network,
pay for
people.
and we have to pay for the time. That's just
got to
the way
pay
it
for
is.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's part of life.
It says, I just wanted to share my thoughts on the potential reboot.
You know what? I'll go. I don't mean to keep interrupting you.
Good.
If you don't want to see ads,
that's right.
You could send money for us to delete those ads.
Well, we've got a Patreon coming where you can certainly get around those ads.
Yeah. If you don't want ads, sponsor us, and we'll say nothing in your name. I'll literally say this moment of nothing was sponsored by, and Hobo_Delta.
Okay. She goes on and says, what with the writer's strike going on, it has me in glee because I hope that means the King of the Hill reboot won't come to fruition. So this is somebody who's completely against the reboot.
Yeah.
I don't trust and haven't trusted the state of Western entertainment for years. And even before the ultra-sensitive era came about, the creative sphere of entertainment just can't let things end and has to drag them out to reach a state of decay like shoes such as The Simpsons have. I get what they're saying, right?
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
The Simpsons has gone on for like 100 years.
The Simpsons has gone on for 100 years. The Simpsons...
it's probably time.
Simpsons have been around for a very, 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 very long time. So it was actually... our peak position was 5/20/2023, and we were at 22.
Okay.
We're now actually at 69.
Oh boy, the sexiest of all.
But
positions.
we went up. We're like trending up and down.
Yeah,
like because it's been like that. It just depends on the episode or whatever. We kind of go up and down on that. But the number one in the Chile TV category, TV reviews, is Dictadora Drag.
Okay, so that's
it's a drag show.
That's
podcast.
The reason I asked, because ours is in English.
All of them are in English, actually, except for that one. That one's probably Spanish.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
the next one is Pop Culture Happy Hour, which is an NPR show.
Okay.
They have Vidorama Max.
Yeah.
TV's Top 5. And then the next one is Del Sofá a la Cocina, which means the couch in the kitchen.
Well, it's really hard for us to, or maybe the kitchen couch.
Yeah, the
but
kitchen coach.
It's really hard for us to compete with a show from NPR.
Yeah.
And then again,
there's a lot of great shows
English
too.
versus native language.
They're all a lot. A lot of them are English though.
Yeah.
There's a really
good.
uncomfortable amount of them that are English, and there's actually a German one or two in here that are in the top 60. But we're beating out. We're still doing good for ourselves.
We're doing great.
I'm happy where we're at.
Well, let me tell you, Rusty, eating healthy used to be a struggle for me, but that was before I discovered the BlendJet 2 portable blender.
The BlendJet 2.
Now when fast food temptation strikes, I just blend up a delicious and nutritious protein shaker smoothie. You know, they gave us a whole bunch of those little packages that came with the blender.
Yeah.
And there's some really good flavors in there. I mean, there's some like that matcha thing.
The green matcha?
Yeah, those are pretty damn good. BlendJet 2 is portable, so you can blend up smoothies at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach. It's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through ingredients like ice and frozen fruit with ease. Maybe a human thumb. Don't put your thumb in it. BlendJet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house. Lasts for 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C, which has saved us all. There's nothing worse than turning that USB thing over and over and over and over, and then finally finding how it plugs in, you know?
Oh, yeah, I don't like that
USB-C
either. Yes, USB-C saved us all.
Best of all, BlendJet 2 cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap, and you're good to go. There's 30 plus colors and patterns to choose from. There's a BlendJet 2 to complement just about any style. We have a pink one? Lavender.
Pink one.
I think ours is lavender.
Mine is the Toy Story Aliens.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the Pizza Planet one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some really cool colors, but I really like the patterns. I know one of the people here got one that looks like Woody the Sheriff.
Is there a code with them?
There is a code. What are you waiting for? Go to blendjet.com and grab yours today. Glab it today.
Glibbity glob.
And when you do glab it, make sure you use the promo code
BWAAA12.
That's to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. No other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the BlendJet 2. They guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Blend anytime, anywhere with the BlendJet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code
BWAAA12
to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. Shop today and get the best deal ever.
BlendJet 2, formerly known as BlendJet.
Hey, everyone. It's me, your puzzle-loving pal. Did you know I was a puzzle-loving pal?
I didn't know you were a puzzle-loving pal.
I got to tell you about my latest obsession. It's Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal. They are high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I have been there. I will tell you this, my parents, they're very old and decrepit, and they do puzzles all the damn time.
Yeah.
Like there's always a table that has like an unfinished puzzle. Yeah, it's either that or I don't know.
Die.
feel your bones. So these puzzles, these Wongo puzzles, they are 100% wooden. They'll last forever. Each piece is hand drawn. Just think about that for a second. Each piece is hand drawn, so no two pieces are the same, and you'll discover some fun whimsy pieces as you work through it.
Whimsy.
They come in a custom wooden box, which is perfect for storage and gifting. Before we started doing this, I didn't realize how many people I know already have these Wongo puzzles. I mean, they're apparently pretty.
You can't go wherever Juan go.
With stunning designs and unique shapes, Wongo puzzles are a cut above the rest. I loved doing the snow globe puzzle myself. It was great to pull out a puzzle and be done in a night and not have it on the table for a week. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Wongo Puzzles, WONGO puzzles.com, and pick a puzzle today. And be sure to use the promo code
BWAAA
for 10% off your order. It's the most fun you'll have with a puzzle, guaranteed, or your money back. Go to WONGO puzzles.com and use your code
BWAAA
to get 10% off your order and get puzzling right now. Hey, Rusty, did you know that you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee?
No, I didn't know that.
I mean, I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned a bottle around to actually see what's inside. Recently I did, and I found out many of my favorite creamers, like especially the one my wife used to use, They contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, potassium phosphate, whatever
Sounds
that is.
Terrible.
Artificial flavors. I can't take artificial flavors a lot of the time.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm good on any flavoring.
They taste gross.
I don't like flavors in my coffee. I like the earth and flavor of coffee.
I mean, I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. I just I don't like all that crap in my coffee, right?
Yeah, no, it does that.
So let me tell you about Laird Superfoods then. They have better ingredients, amazing taste, and functional benefits. Laird Superfood Creamers are crafted from the highest quality, all-natural, real food ingredients. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. Now, they're all natural. They've got whole food ingredients. They contain naturally occurring MCTs from coconut oil. And everybody tells you coconut oil is good for you. Mm-hmm. There's no artificial flavors, no colors, no additives, no sugar from highly refined corn syrup. So that's a big deal right there. If you take one thing you do every day and make it better, Laird developed his creamer himself to stay powered for a day on the waves. He was a big wave surfer, Laird Hamilton was, and he needed a morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. So he made this creamer, and it is it's crazy, crazy good. Laird sources high-quality plant-based ingredients globally and puts an emphasis on U.S. sources whenever possible. They aim to source responsibly and sustainably and believe that the food you consume should be as good for the earth as they are for you. They have honest and transparent products and labels. If you try it, you won't go back. They have functional superfood creamers, instant lattes, and prebiotic greens. They have a variety of snacks and supplements full of wholesome plant-based ingredients to keep you charged for wherever life takes you. So to get a deal on Laird Superfoods, I need you to go to zen.ai BWAAA King of the Hill. So that's zen.ai/BWAAA King of the Hill. And your offer code there is BWAAA. So Laird Superfoods makes a better creamer that keeps you powered all day, and it's better for you, the earth, and your coffee. What do you say, Rusty? You want to go get some coffee?
Coffee.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah.
Did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of daytime fatigue?
Oh, no.
I don't know about you, but like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I just hit a wall almost every day. I was shocked to learn that even mild dehydration can cause headaches, muscle weakness, brain fog, but luckily there's a cure.
Oh, there is?
Actually, I should have said there's a solution. It's called Cure. Cure Hydration. The Cure Hydration is an oral rehydration solution, or ORS, that contains the perfect balance of electrolytes. We know how important that is because plants crave it.
Super important.
And glucose to help your body absorb water and rehydrate quickly. The formula is made with all natural ingredients like coconut water powder and pink Himalayan salt. Whoopee. And it is free from artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives. Cure Hydration is vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. That makes it a great option for anyone with dietary restrictions and preferences. The packets that they give you, they're convenient. They're easy to use. You just mix them with water and drink. They're perfect for on-the-go, travel, or anytime you need quick hydration. Hydration is more than just drinking water, Rusty. It is, that's what Lauren Picasso, a lifelong endurance athlete, discovered as she struggled to stay hydrated no matter how much water she drank. I've known people like that. My wife drinks so much water, it's crazy. Lauren found Cure, a science-backed electrolyte drink mix to make hydration easy for everyone. Cure believes that hydration should be simple and effective, but also clean and natural. That's why they only use the highest ingredients and quality plant-based stuff to avoid any artificial or harmful additives. They're committed to transparency and honesty. All of their ingredients are clearly listed on their website and packaging, and they're always happy to answer any questions or concerns. So are you ready to combat dehydration?
Absolutely.
You can try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use your code
BWAAA. Sorry, I blanked.
You're good. For 20% off your order. Try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use our special code
BWAAA
for 20% off your order. Your coupon will be activated at checkout. Try Cure Hydration. Stop drying out. So
the fact that we're on a chart in any country is absolutely nuts to me. I don't
she says
know.
that The Simpsons has gone on too long, and I tend to agree. I stopped watching The Simpsons a couple of years ago. And I had watched it from day one. It was she goes on to say it was already happening to King of the Hill in its later seasons when everybody was being Flanderized and losing that dry, subtle touch the show trademarked for itself.
I didn't see that. I really never felt that, honestly.
Well, I guess what she's saying is everybody's becoming like a catchphrase character or whatever.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like they did that. I don't feel like I think that it was. I think a lot of the what she might, and I'm not trying to speak for her, put words in her mouth, but I think a lot of what she's talking about is the show change, like the show's writing changed with the times. Yeah. I imagine if this woman is in her 50s or something, I don't know. I'm just gonna guess and say she's in her 50s. If she's in her 50s or something like that, then the show started when she was in, her late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. So 13 years goes by. What's funny to me 10 years ago is not same things that are funny to me today.
No, that's true. And
so I think a lot of that happens with TV shows. Yeah, the world changes too. Plus, and I think that's what happens with these TV shows is they're no longer, you're not the target audience anymore. Simpsons has been around so long. Me and you aren't I went from you being the target audience to me being the target audience. Now my son is their targeted audience kind of thing.
Also, writers come and go. They come in and out of shows.
Ebbs and flows.
That's just the way it is. Yeah. And you're talking, I don't know how far she's talking about going back, but if we're talking, year 10 or something of the show, it's going to change. There's only so many jokes.
No, it's going to change for sure.
You end up, I know The Simpsons ran through this where they end up rehashing kind of the same plots a lot of the time. How do you not? You run out at a certain point. Finishes with saying, if it came back, then there's that inherent risk, again, coupled with the danger of being written in a way that only appeals to people like Twig Boy, that counselor from Tears of an Inflatable Clown, and that radical activist girl Bobby tried to date. So I do understand what they're saying. Saying that there's a little bit of the woke writing. I get that.
A little bit of the woke writing. It seems like we might have a particular type of audience member here on this one. I don't want to generalize
but again,
anybody.
I want to thank Nora for writing because I'll take any email anybody wants to send. That's great.
I like to read whatever you have to say. I like to hear people's opinions on the things that we're opining about too, because that's all we're doing is just putting and this is what I tell everybody that I talk to about our podcast. We are the only podcast that talks about King of the Hill that is coming from the perspective of 2 generations of Texans.
Yeah, that's true.
And you got to take it with a grain of salt on a lot of different things. As we've the perspective that we have for this show is a perspective that we both have walked through, lived. We know these people. We see these people. Again, with the political thing, I just don't think there's that much politics to discuss when it comes to any of this.
I also have to trust Greg Daniels and
I do trust Greg Daniels.
Judge.
How can you not trust Greg Daniels?
Right.
Everything he's touched, the same with Mike Judge. There is not one particular IP that those two guys are attached to that I personally can't think of anything that I don't like.
I don't think you can look at the reboot of Beavis and Butthead and say it's woke. No, I don't think it is. I think it's kind of the same thing that it always was. Maybe even a little better.
No, absolutely better for sure.
I think the stories are a little deeper on the new Beavis and Butthead. And so I'm looking for that same thing from King of the Hill. So Nora, I understand your trepidation and I get that, but I'm going to trust those two guys that they're going to bring me a good property and a continuation of something that I hold true and dear to me.
Yeah, that's all we can.
And by the way, as far as my ball cleanliness, until you've walked a mile in my shorts, you can't really talk about the cleanliness of my balls.
Yeah, I don't understand why that was such a point of contention. That kind of made me laugh so much. I don't understand why that was such a point of contention. All we did was come on, guys, we got to sell ads. We have to do something. We're not sitting here trying to, blow smoke.
Well, we're not trying to do it for free either. It's just, that's just the way of the world. Things cost money.
We're on the Chile charts. That's crazy.
I think we all know that at this point. So things cost money.
I just want to thank all of our supporters in Chile. If we do have any Chilean listeners that are actually actively listening to us, please reach out on social media.
Oh man, that would be wonderful.
We would love to have a ambassador for our podcast in Chile. So the first Chilean to pass my screen, of course, you got to go through a screening process before we just allow you to be involved. The first Chilean to reach out or whatever that passes through the screening, we'll have you on as a guest and give you an opportunity to talk about King of the Hill from a Chilean perspective, which I think would be interesting to see why somebody in Chile, out in one of the most beautiful places on earth, like super beautiful country, Chile, why you would want to watch? Why would you watch King of the Hill? Like, what does King of the Hill mean to a Chilean?
Well, I think that'd
be a great Friday episode.
Well,
what King of the Hill means to a Chilean.
Well, I also think that it shows the gigantic reach that this show has. Comedy is comedy.
Comedy is comedy at the end of the day, and I think what a lot of this is, and the reason why it takes so long for some of these shows to catch on in other places, is the syndication thing. Because from what I was reading about Seinfeld and syndication, there was somewhere that got Seinfeld 20 years after Seinfeld actually aired in the United States. The syndication didn't even touch, like, it wasn't on TV at all in this country. And these people are watching Seinfeld, like, I'm just thinking about it's 20 whatever it was. Yeah. These people are watching Seinfeld for the first. That's it for the
George
first time.
George Steinbrenner's dead.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. He's dead. You got people in the show. Not only the people in the show, but people who are like producing the show. Yeah. There's a lot of them that aren't around anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
And the guy that was Larry David or whatever, his name Larry David, and he's way up there in age too. So
but I mean, he's still doing Curb. So
yeah, he's still doing everything. Yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
Hey, real quick.
Gracias por escuchar Chile.
There you go. So thank you for listening, Chile.
Yeah, thank you, Chile, for listening to us.
Seriously,
thank you everywhere, internationally, locally, space. If the aliens can hear us, please don't contact us.
No, I want them to contact us. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't believe in any of that stuff until I see it. So
yeah, please contact us.
Hey, again, thank you everybody for listening. We appreciate you taking time on a Friday to listen to this nonsense. You want to tell them where they can find us if they want to yell at us?
Yeah, you can find us on Linktree, linktr.ee/BWAAAKOTH. That's the only link I'm going to start sharing from now on. That's where you need to go from there. Just go to that place that has everything. There's no reason for me to share anything else other than that. So,
and the YouTube link is on there now?
The YouTube link's been on there for a while. Yeah, cool. It's been on there. I've got to get with you. I have most of season 2, but I don't have all of season 2 on that little flash drive.
Yeah, we'll get it.
And I'm missing. It's funny because it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like I have like 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 12.
Yeah,
it's like kind of.
We'll find it.
Mason had tried to upload them on there, I think. But yeah. So I'm still uploading the old stuff. The new stuff is available right off the jump. So our first video's up. We've got around like 20 something views on it.
Well, we've got
if y'all could run that up.
We've got 2 now.
We've got 2 videos.
Yeah, as of this recording, there's 2 with season 4. So episode 1,
episode 2.
Yeah.
Episode 1 and 2. I forgot we have episodes, so I'll get that up on there too. With
our special friend, the gorilla.
With a special friend, the gorilla. So I'll get that up on the YouTube. Well, actually, it'll be up by the time you read this or listen to this.
This is happenstance, but I also want to give a shout out to the Go-Go-Rillas. It is a band here in Texas that I went to see the other night. They were excellent. They wear gorilla masks during their surf music sets.
Can't we like talk to Texas Music Cafe or somebody with a venue or something and throw a bois concert?
Oh, I'm sure we can. Yeah,
it would be great to have, and then we could have the headliner would
maybe
be
the new location.
Yeah, that would be great. And then the headliner could be our theme song guys.
Yeah. Flame Tricks.
The Flame Tricks, yeah.
And by the way, thank you, Flame Trick subs. And if you don't know who the Flame Trick subs are, go out and check them out. They are they got a brand new tour. I think they got a brand new album. Lots of music. I've known those guys for a long, long time, and they're doing great.
Yeah, I got to meet them that one time when they were in town. Great folks. We need to see if we can get them in here.
Oh, I'm sure we get him on the phone if nothing else.
Yeah, or at least on the phone.
Yeah.
It would be great to have him on a video episode, but if not, it'd be great to talk to him on the phone just to have you guys know who they are. Also, for you guys, we're going to have Artie on soon, too.
You do get some glimpses of them in the new intro and outro of the video.
Oh, yeah, they are. You've got their video on there. Yeah. And also, we're going to have Artie on soon. He's been wanting to be on for a while, and he's settled now wherever he moved to in the great state of Florida. And so now he's relocated, and he's
started a gator farm.
He's started a gator farm. He'll be able to be on here. He is lassoing gators with boudin sausage right now.
Which is tough because they try to eat the lasso.
Yeah, they try to eat the lasso. Yeah, so he's out there in the great Okefenokee or whatever it's called, or Okeechobee or whatever it's called.
Chattahoochee.
Yeah, the Chattahoochee down there where it's hotter than a hoochie coochie. But he's been keeping up with the notes, and his notes are getting crazier. He's sending me documents now. We're getting documents instead of Facebook messages. So he stepped it up to that. So appreciate that, Artie. Shout out to Artie again. I know I've been relaxing our communication, but just know we do appreciate everything that you've done for us for sure. Yeah.
Hey, and let me put this out there just real quick before we wrap this up. If you would like to be a guest on this show, contact us. Go to link.tree.
linktr.ee / BWAAAA.
There it is.
KOTH 3 A's.
Go there, send us an email or some sort of communication, and just let us know that you would like to be a guest on this show. We are all about bringing folks onto this show.
I think what we should set up is one of them Google little dilly poppers.
Like a form?
Yeah, whatever they're called. And
dilly popper, I think that's it.
Give them a link for the Google form on the descriptions.
That's great.
On the Spotify or whatever Apple description.
Let's do it.
And they can just click from there, and we'll have what we're gonna try to do too, guys. What we want to do, if you guys are interested into it, again, you got to reach out to us for this to work. Because if you don't, then it'd just be me and Mike sitting here talking to a phone that doesn't ring. We're gonna source a phone that actually rings, and we're gonna have it on the desk, and it will actually ring when one of you call us, and we'll actually have to pick up a phone. So we would like to be able to talk to you guys. I actually looked it up. It's actually not that hard to do. It's I've actually bought this stuff for it already. I had a Power Ranger home phone that was attached to Bluetooth. So when someone called my cell phone, I could pick up the house phone and talk to them
very nice.
on it. It was kind of fun. It was extremely unnecessary, but it was still funny.
Well, I think all of this is extremely unnecessary.
Yeah, I think it is. But I mean, that's life.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Life is extremely unnecessary. There's no manual for this shit, Mike. We're just living. It's really hard to be a human being, right?
It is.
It's very, very hard. And we're glad that you ride along with us on our journey here. So in the effort to wrap this up, we matanye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.